Welcome to another episode of OffAir. We're having to do things a bit differently because of everything that's going around and, of course, social distancing and what have you. So, Gbemi is here. Hello, Gbemi.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. Look, man, I'm a mess. My hair's a mess. My nails just, but yeah. So this is the best put together look I can give you right now. Just manage it, okay? Don't worry. After the lockdown's over, I'll fix up and everything. Under this wig is just a mess. It's just horrible. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Oh, no.
Gbemi, how are you doing? How are you managing to keep up with appearances?
Well, I mean, my nails are a mess. My hair is okay, thanks to my cleaning lady. She knows how to braid. So that was a good one for me. So she was able to put my hair in some braids. Hopefully it will last for 3 weeks or thereabouts.
You know what? Let's be honest. It's kind of trivial. This is a very, very serious situation. Everyone's found themselves in, and we just need to get through it. So we're going to try and keep this episode light and fun because that's what everybody needs right now. Mm-hmm. A little bit of fun, something to take their mind off, being stuck at home.
Yes.
Having their schedule being changed drastically. So hopefully you guys have fun.
You're even talking about schedule.
You're
not talking about people who have lost their jobs ever since this whole thing started.
Yes.
Or people who are not going to have jobs or businesses when this is over. I can imagine how frustrating and how depressing this whole situation can be. Look at our friend whose generator got stolen, who got robbed and generator got stolen. Where would you find a generator to buy in this? Do you understand? All of that.
I think right now, it's a difficult time for business owners, and it's crazy because there was no warning. You didn't have time to, okay, fine, let's see what we can do. It just happened, and it happened very quickly, and then people are dealing with it. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about people that maybe they just bought a new house, maybe they just moved in. And when you get a new house, when you move in, you spend so much money. You're buying furniture, you're doing repairs, you're doing all sorts of things, and then you're probably thinking, you know what, next month's salary, I will be okay. And then this happens, and you're like, oh shit, what do I do? So definitely sparing a thought for those people that they just unfortunately found themselves in such a horrible position. Sparing a thought for the people that are going through this by themselves. We're lucky we have family around us, but there's some people that maybe their family doesn't live in this country, and you're not really supposed to go hang out with your friends. You're not supposed to do that, so you're kind of probably stuck in your house by yourself. So sparing a thought for those people. Just do your best to yes, you are kind of in isolation, but make sure you reach out to your friends. If there's one friend that you can talk to every day, do that. And look, if you need to speak to somebody, if you need to get professional help, do not feel any type of way about it. I know a lot of therapists are doing they're doing
free sessions.
They're basically doing sessions. Well, I don't know if they're doing free sessions, but they're doing sessions over the phone, over Skype. So don't feel no way about it. It's a trying period. Even if you have food in your house, it is actually it's a bit of a mental.
Everybody has had plans. With a new year, you think of so many different things you want to achieve, and to have all that just scattered can be very upsetting. So I understand. So now
it was just January, wasn't it? It was just January, a few weeks ago.
I know.
And then by the time this is over, it's probably going to be the second half of the year.
Pretty much.
Mad.
To help people get out of the funk, different people have been doing different things on social media. We've done 3 sessions on social media on Instagram Live.
On IG Live. Everybody's on IG Live.
Yes, and Diddy, or formerly known as Puff Daddy, P Diddy,
now known as Love or Daddy Love or whatever.
Whatever.
So he decided to do this dance-a-thon with his kids on Sunday evening. Well, it was evening our time. It was 3:00 his time. And it was fun. Different celebrities, called in or joined him, from our own burner who reported the government to Uncle P. Diddy, okay. He said, they didn't share anything. And my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, what do you want him to do now? Though he did ask, jokes apart, he asked what was happening and what the government was doing. Then he spoke to Tiwa, And then he also spoke to his ex J-Lo. It was a good, very well planned out thing. You understand? I thought he was just going to get on Instagram Live and just dance with his kids. You know, he has 6 children all by himself. But turns out, like, he invited his celebrity friends, people from all over the world, to join in and everything. So it was good. J-Lo and her new fiance were on there as well, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah, it was quite interesting. She did a move. No, he did a move. They were playing some music that you can salsa to, and then he did this move, and she was like, I probably taught you that. I was like, okay. This is interesting. Then people were talking about something. So Lizzo, you know, tuned in. She's crazy. You never know what that girl is going to do. So she's dancing, and I hear she was even cursing at some point. Then she turns to the camera. It's like she turns to the camera and starts twerking. And then the way he flew in, like, because what was happening was you could see his kids. You could see his sons, right? And so they were dancing, you know, at the top, and at the bottom was Lizzo turning around and twerking. And then Diddy just came from nowhere. Nope. We don't do that here. This is the family show. The family show. She was like, oops, I'm sorry. She was mildly, it was at least embarrassed, even if it was just for a few seconds. Now, I mean, after that, I saw that. Eventually, I fell asleep. I woke up the next day, and there was, you know, shots, as in like little snippets of this live session on social media. And Drea from Basketball Wives, she started twerking at some point because she also tuned in, started twerking. He sat down. Baba had a chair. He sat down and was nodding his head. He allowed her twerk. She turned around. She danced. People were now like, wait, but Lizzo was doing the same thing. Twerk. But you told, before she even turned her whole body to start, you know, shaking, you were like, nope. So people were like, so what exactly is it? Is that you didn't want the fat girl to twerk, or what exactly? Like, people were just arguing back and forth, and some people were like, please, at the end of the day, it's Lizzo. You don't know if she would tear the trouser now and show her because she's been known to do some nonsense.
She has been, but didn't Diddy say that? Oh, he just stopped their IG life because there was cursing. He said something about cursing. And it wasn't like he didn't have an issue with the twerking. Isn't that what he said?
I didn't even hear what he said, but I just thought it was funny. Like,
yeah, he said that there was some cursing in the song or something. To be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I was I like dozing? I can't remember what I was doing, but I just caught bits and pieces of it. But I will say this. First of all, like when Lizzo came out, me being a plus girl, curvy chick, I love Lizzo's confidence. Absolutely love it. But then I do feel that sometimes Lizzo does too much. So like that was it a basketball game that she went to, that she had this like little dress and the butt cheek was cut out?
Yeah, that
for
was
me. I was just like, that was not
unnecessary.
That was not necessary. And people were saying, if it was Rihanna, I would have been like, that was not necessary. So it's not. I don't think, because a lot of people are saying that she's being criticized, because she's a big girl, she's this. You know what? There are obviously some people that have issues with her size, but I also feel I don't obviously have issues with her size, but I do feel that every now and then she just does too much. Like, there are two people that I can think of off the top of my head that I feel that, if they were not to twerk for like the next 2 months, it would actually be fine. Lizzo and Meg the Stallion. I love Meg. She has knees.
Wait. Let me take you back before we start talking about Meg real quick. Now, you mentioned something about Rihanna. Dresses. We all know she's a bad girl. She's a very good
bad girl. Riri.
She smokes weed. She wears scandalous stuff. She just curses. She gives people basketballs on social media. But one thing I would say is that she's not inappropriate. She has worn some of the most... No. Let me explain. Wait, let me finish.
Okay, go on.
When I say inappropriate, I mean she's not going to wear something ridiculous to a family, like to an event that has kids. Do you understand?
Children, okay.
She will dress appropriately to a basketball game or a football game or whatever it is. If it's now the Met Gala or some red carpet where whatever is whatever,
which event did she wear that dress with, like the dress with the crystals
with her
and
nipples
no
out?
like bra?
She was being it was some fashion event and she was being recognized as a fashion icon or something. I remember, and she wore that. There's so many things that Rihanna.
That one I was just like, okay, reread. I was like, that's a little bit risque, but you know what? But then, okay, fine. I see what you're saying. That was an event that wasn't
for
supposed to have children, but I just So I feel like Lizzo is so incredibly talented. She's a great artist. She's a great performer on stage. There's some people that are like, she needs to lose weight. She can't move. And I'm like, actually, if you've seen Lizzo perform, she can move. She can dance. She can play the flute and she can sing. So that's not it. But I do feel that every now and then she just needs to rein it in a little bit, just a little bit. And I feel like there's so much more to her than just Lizzo shows off her bum. Yeah. Like I feel like I've seen more of Lizzo's bum than my bum. Well, yeah, I feel like I've seen more of Lizzo's bum than my bum. And Meg Thee Stallion, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, and I just kind of feel that she's a great rapper as well, but I would love for people to know her more as a great rapper than a great twerker, if that makes sense.
I think they know her as a great rapper too, though. I think they know that she can hold her own when it comes to rapping, though.
Yeah, but then there's every small, because I follow both of them on Instagram, and I feel like 80% of Lizzo is just 80% of Lizzo and Meg Thee Stallion is just twerking. And I'm like, I love that you can twerk. I want to twerk like you, but you don't have to do it all the time. That's just my humble opinion.
I guess. But, she had something to say. I think she was interviewed by some magazine recently. I can't remember. And she was like, what's the problem? Like, it's just dancing. Like, why do people have an issue with me twerking all the time? Like, it's just dancing, it's just twerking. Or something like, I think she also said something like, people have issues with her lyrics and stuff. And she's like, why can't I say what I want? I'm grown. I'm a rapper. I can say whatever I want. Like, why can't I talk about it? Why are you policing me and blah, blah, blah. Oh, well.
Do you know what? At the end of the day, this whole corona thing might be the end of the world. So do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy.
Please, not you too. Let's talk about the Nigerian celebrities that are doing pretty much the same thing. Did you see the guy? Did you see the clip of the guy from a few days ago asking a girl, "Do you have oil? A oil?"
You know what? I thought that was a joke. I didn't know that was something. Was that serious?
It was real.
Oh Lord!
Do you have it oil?
Oh, I thought that was somebody just being silly.
No.
Well, yeah. I don't know, but what are like people doing that whole twerking thing on? Are they doing that on Nigerian IG Live as well?
Even twerking. Somebody masturbated and allegedly twerked on this guy's IG Live, MC Galaxy's Instagram Live.
Why does he always get people to do crazy shit like that? Are you serious? Where was I? I missed that.
Nah, that happened. I saw the clip.
Well, good luck to them.
And some person called Marco Polo or Moko Polo, or you know what? I feel like, look, there's something for everybody, okay? Just the same way you have people who are twerking and, playing with themselves on social media. Then you have the people who are giving motivational talks and, how to navigate your business during this strange time.
Or how to make sure you look presentable in your house with your husband during this lockdown.
That one. Yeah. That account is just trips. Well, yes, I do understand that there is some, good advice for women. Some of it is a bit much. Like, it's a bit much. Like, that account is...
I just want to check that, the way that page is for women, I want to check that somebody's doing that page for men as well, because no, I'm serious. If you think that your wife needs to be looking her very, very best during this lockdown, then you as a guy, you can't slack. You need to be looking your best as well. You can't just wear that your t-shirt or that singlet that's got like lots of holes and the shorts that are old and everything. You need to step it up as well. You need to, make sure you're well groomed. because you can't expect your partner to just have a face full of makeup on every single day, and you're just not making that effort.
Like,
but
some of the tips are like, oh, don't tie wrapper and don't wear shirts. You know, dress properly as if you are going to the office. No need to wear heels, but you know, make yourself look presentable. And I'm just like,
wait, in my own house, I have to wear heels or wear nice shoes because of
no,
what?
she said you don't have to, but she said she was telling me.
But you should wear nice shoes.
You should try to dress nice, look like a babe.
Right now, I've been in homeless mode. Like I have been in homeless mode. Like literally, there's this boo-boo that I have that I'm so sure they're gonna burn. The people in my house are probably tired of me wearing this boo-boo. They're gonna burn it. And that boo-boo, I have to tell you that sometimes it's just the boo-boo I'm wearing, nothing else.
Like I told you, there is a market for everyone.
There's breeze circulating everywhere.
She even has private seminars where they pay money to learn things like, and some of the topics are, how are you dressing at home? In-house bonding activities with your kids and spouse. Making your house a home. Making money from your wardrobe. Making working from home productive. People are paying 5,000 naira for this. Like I said, everybody, you know, and I saw one post. It was, how many times has your husband winked at you this quarantine season? Everybody has their audience, so let's not knock this auntie's hustle.
I mean, you know what? I will say this, right? Whatever floats your boat, whatever turns you on, go off. I am here to give my opinion. Really and truly, if you feel that my opinion doesn't matter, which it really, you know, shouldn't. If you want to do something, just go ahead and do it. But I'm just like, don't come and tell me that, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, like most of us in this house, me and my partner, we have been looking borderline homeless, okay? And we're both okay with it. So yeah, we've had like our homeless. Every now and then we're like, oh my gosh, let me go and wear something nice. So today I did makeup. Ooh, so yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Tomorrow I'm not gonna do makeup. What else is going on?
Okay, there's this lady, she's called Dr. Anu, and she's been in the news since, I'd say, like last year. For
was this the cosmetic surgeon that's not properly qualified that ended up killing somebody?
Allegedly, that was the one of the
allegedly. God bless you for that.
Allegedly, last year, there were one or two young ladies who went through procedures with her and developed like serious issues. One of them had allegedly a colostomy bag that she carried around with her for months, and eventually she passed on.
There was more than one.
Yeah, apparently so. And then this time again, this year, that was last year or there, I think, or late 2018, if I'm not mistaken, or early 2019. I can't remember. And then this year, there was a young lady who I think she's sort of popular on Twitter. And the lady had surgery with her and then pretty much called her out over the weekend and tweeted stuff like, oh, if I die, just know that it's Dr. Anu that killed me, such and such and such, you know, I'm in pain. She was complaining, she did a video, she was complaining about the things, her waist is numb and this and that. And, you know, people were, of course, you know how it is now. People were bashing her. Number one, there were people who were saying, why are you even getting surgery in the first place? Don't you like your body? God made you complete. There were those people. Then there were the people who were like, okay, even if you want to get surgery done, why would you do it in Nigeria? Do you understand? That's another set of people. Then another set of people were like, oh, they didn't even do it well. One bum is bigger than the other, etc. Which one butt cheek was slightly bigger than the other, actually, because she did a video.
Wow.
It was the doctor the doctor claimed, the doctor posted that on her page, and she claimed that it was that she already had mismatching butt cheeks from before.
Then, but if you're the surgeon, you're supposed to correct that. So if one butt cheek is,
they tried their best or whatever. If you won't notice if you don't look closely. You have to watch the clip a couple of times. It's a clip of her walking, and then you now see it or whatever. Then the lady's big complaint was that her waist was too small. She said that I didn't ask you to make me look like what's the name of that lady from Ghana?
Shingo.
Yes. She was like, I didn't ask you for that my waist is too small, blah, blah, blah. Then my waist is too numb, it's painful, this and that. And then the doctor too was replying, posting and saying, God will judge you, all sorts. We heard news.
But first of all, I'd actually like to know why this ended up on social media. So I imagine that she must have contacted the doctor before, getting on social media. So is it that they ignored her, or they didn't treat it seriously, or I don't know, because this should never be on social media. Because you, as a cosmetic surgeon, like, okay, if I was gonna do surgery, you know what, by the way, I'm probably most likely will. I'm just waiting to have all my babies. Guys, when I'm done having all my babies, I'm gonna lift everything, suck some stuff out, add some stuff, remove. Yeah, so I'm gonna look different. I'm gonna be one of those moms that is always going to be wearing short knicker everywhere.
That sounds like a lot of mathematics. Lift this one, tuck this one, remove this one, add this one.
I say that now, but I'm sure I'll be like a bit scared. But no, I just feel that I thought about it and I'm just like, you know what, if it's not going to be too painful and if it's going to get me the results that I want, you know what? So my attitude with cosmetic surgery is within reason. So I don't think you should be one of those people that's had their nose done like 7 times. But if you have a nose that bothers you and, it really affects you, like on a daily basis, if you can fix it, do whatever. So if you don't have a bum, you always wanted to have a bum, as long as you don't have like a, you don't go from, I don't know, like Taylor Swift to, Nicki Minaj times 2 or something. Yeah. So I think within reason, to be honest, nowadays though, I feel like the whole surgery is just getting ridiculous and then the surgeons that actually do these super XXXXXL bums, I'm like, that's not ethical. But back to this lady.
Yeah, so the doctor, I'm looking on their page, basically.
Yeah.
And the doctor released some sort of statement yesterday saying, we have decided to respond to the malicious rumor being propagated about us over the internet. Which originated from a disgruntled patient that was not in obvious distress, yet she claims to be literally battling for her life. Her incoherence reeks of suspicion from competitors and haters with a huge knack to defame. However, we have reached out to our patient and blah, 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 blah. It's long.
They gave her money back.
I don't know if she gave her money back, but she said...
Did you say, I think you said refund at the beginning of this thing.
Refund? No, sir, I would like to respond.
Oh, my bad.
Millions of naira.
But according to the latest reports, her business has been shut down.
Yeah, apparently it's been sealed off by the authorities. That's what lots of blogs are saying. We don't know, and even newspapers actually, because I did Google, so I searched, and yes. Newspapers are also reporting that she claims that she has had several trainings in cosmetic surgery, that she's also a physician member of the American Academy of Cosmetic Surgery, and there is no residency training.
She needs to post her certificate.
And that there is no residency training for cosmetic surgery, and only about 8% of the plastic surgery curriculum is dedicated to aesthetics. She went on and on and on.
Yeah, but where's your certificate, hon?
Here's the thing. When you're going to do surgery, you need to ensure that the person is not just a cosmetic surgeon, that the person is a plastic surgeon, board certified. Very important. And you need to get it done in a
every time I've had so I've obviously, like, it's been more like for medical reasons and everything, and luckily I've been able to speak to the surgeon beforehand. So I had to have an operation back in 2017. So I did like about sort of 2 consultations. He basically was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and I straight up said to him, have you killed anyone? Has anybody died on your table? And I was like, and I literally was like, what's the worst thing that's happened? And then he told me, and I was like, okay, fine. You cannot, like, especially if this is somebody that's going to put you under general anesthetic. There's so many people that go under general anesthetic and don't wake up because things went wrong. So you cannot, like, just let somebody butcher you. Like, you hear all these stories about people going to, South America, and they wanted to get their boobs, done, and then they didn't have anesthetic, and they just put like a big sheet of ice on them to numb them. So people need to be careful. I know right now the rage in Nigeria is to have, this, what is it called? BBL, Brazilian butt lift, where they take fat from, other parts of your body and inject it in your bum. You need to make sure that this person knows what they're doing. So how on earth can you go to a surgeon who allegedly has had 2 people die on their table? Hey, God forbid.
Less than a year ago.
God forbid.
Now,
God forbid.
Look, doctors,
shit happens. Let's be honest.
Some of the best doctors have lost patients, but you just need to be very careful. And if you're going to do anything to your body, I strongly suggest that you do not do it here. You do it in a country where, they have like a responsible board, all sorts of things where you can actually check the doctor's records and see that he did work, that did go to school for this sort of thing and has lots of experience in it. That's one.
Check their credentials. If anybody I don't get that, because if you are going to somebody and you're going to pay them your money, you're going to give them money, you have every right to demand to see their credentials. Don't just base it on, my friend did it, I know that girl on Instagram and she did hers from here and it was good. No, that person may have just been very lucky. Very lucky. So you need to research these things. And then all these, there are these businesses that do, or these clinics that do 50% off or whatever. If somebody is offering you a BBL for like 500k, you need to be careful. You really need to be careful, because that's too goddamn cheap. If somebody's doing that, you know when things are too good to be true, and in your mind you're thinking, oh, that's a great deal. No, it's a deal that you should probably not take. So make sure, if you want to do it, like I said earlier, you know what, let's just be honest, in this day and age, if there's something about your physical appearance that bothers you, that affects your self-esteem, and you've lived with it for a few years, and you just think, you know what, if I had the opportunity to, I'd change it. That, for me, I'm okay with it, but just make sure you do the smart thing. So check this person out. There's so many like random people that have popped up over the last few years saying they do this, they do that, and sometimes their work is, first of all, sometimes their work is not always great. But do you know that this BBL procedure, it's actually one of the most dangerous surgeries, because the risk of dying is actually much higher than other surgeries. Like, you might think that, well, they're not cutting me open, because I initially, obviously, I didn't think about doing it, but I was reading up about it, and I thought, well, they don't cut you, so why is it dangerous? Because with breast implants, they have to cut your skin. They've got to get under the skin and everything. Sometimes they even have to get under the muscle. So I was just thinking, how is this more dangerous? So apparently, where it's dangerous is when they inject the fat into your bum. Because it is actually quite, there's a good chance, if the surgeon doesn't know what they're doing, it can go into the wrong place. And then it can go into your vein or something, and then
they might puncture the wrong thing.
There you go. It can puncture the wrong thing. I think I read, I don't know if this was the same lady, but I did, I think it was somebody that passed away the year before, the year or 2 years ago. And what had happened was, when they were doing the liposuction, with liposuction, you're not supposed to like go deep. You're not supposed to go very deep. So the person that was doing it obviously didn't know what they were doing, and they went deep. So as they went deep, they were puncturing her organs. Like, just, quite badly. And then it was later on that they realized like everything was just leaking inside her body. So I think that's what, somebody told me about this. I can't remember which one of the, clinics or whatever it was, but just please be careful, guys. If you want to do surgery, first of all, if you want to do surgery, it's your business. It's your business. As long as you're legal, you're of the legal age, and do your research. Don't be a statistic, please. That's it. That's my PSA.
Yeah, I think people just need to be very, very careful at the end of the day. This is your life. So you don't want to lose your life or be living with a botched body just because you want it to look nicer or better. There's also
I'm gonna start putting together my surgery what's it called,
wish list.
my surgery budget together.
I feel like, look, I have no issues with anybody. If they want to,
I have to get these babies lifted after like 2 or 3 more babies. I don't know how many God's gonna bless me.
2 or 3 more babies.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I have to get these babies lifted, man. I want to have like Kim Kardashian's boobs. I love her boobs because they don't look fake. So she's always had like big boobs. So I think that what they did was they did a lift. Maybe they put like implants or something. So I like that, you know.
I never really looked at her boobs, but whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm still reading about the fact that you want
so
like 3 or 4 more children. Like, how many did you say?
You know what? I don't need. Let me just. I don't know because I might just be like, you know what? I'm gonna do one more and that's it. But hey, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
God might want me to have like 6 children. I do not know.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
I don't want.
I'm just joking. I don't think I can do 6. I don't know how my mom did it. My mom's got 6. I don't know how she did it. Like then you find out that some people have 9 siblings. I'm like, what? What? No,
I had a friend whose mom had, I think they were 11 or 13 of them. Same mother, same father. Ridiculous.
That means. And what's the age gap?
Yeah, it was like a year or two. Some were 3 years.
So that means the mom was pregnant.
Yeah.
For like 10, 11 years, right?
Imagine that.
Hey, Jesus, no. I don't know, but you know, whatever floats your boat. If you want to have 6 kids, please make sure you can look after the kids. That's actually the most important thing. If you know that you can comfortably look after one child, just do that one child.
Yeah.
Don't have a budget for one child and then end up having 4 and then you're struggling to pay for different things. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't think it's even just money. I think it's also you have a good idea of what your schedule is like, or what it will be, or what you want it to be. And if you have all these children and you don't have the time to raise them or even spend time with them, then what is the point? Do you understand? So it's not even just the money. Some people might have the money to raise 20 children. But at the end of the day, are you even going to be there? Like, do you even...
Yeah.
I saw a tweet once where someone said he came back from school. There were many... Their father had many children, and he came back from school after a few months. Walked into the parlor, and the father said, "Young man, who are you?" And he had to introduce himself to his dad. That is crazy.
Yeah. So it's just... See, I feel that before I had my son, I kind of knew that, okay, kids are a lot of work, but literally my life has not really been my life since my son came. I mean, I love him to bits and I'm so grateful and happy that he's here, but you have to give up a lot. And even then, I'm just like, am I doing enough? Am I a good mom? Am I spending enough time with him? Or I'm at work so much, blah, 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 blah. You know, does he know that I love him? All these different things. So if you know that you can only handle one, just do one. Do one. Don't let anyone pressure you. And for those people that don't want to have kids, if you don't want to have kids, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All right, next topic.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's it, really? Well, we have been talking for a while.
Yeah, we haven't done this. I mean, we had to look. What's that saying about necessity is the mother of invention? We had to figure it out somehow. But I just
we have to
do Instagram Live all the time.
You guys were missing us on YouTube, so hopefully this comes out nicely and everything. But you know what? I have a question. I have a question for our audience. I have a question for OffAir gang. If you were brave enough, let's just say you're a bit chicken, but if you could do a surgery like cosmetic surgery, what would it be?
Yes, I'd like them to answer that. So. They should answer that.
We've got to answer first. What would you do?
I would do lipo. That's pretty much lipo. Just get rid of all the fats, pretty much. Yeah.
I would do a. Do you know what I wanted to? I was thinking about a tummy tuck, but it looks so scary. It looks so scary because they literally cut you from one side to the other.
And then they enter and then they tie you. Do you ever watch what's his name, Dr. Miami's Snapchat?
Oh, when they tighten your muscles?
Yes, they tie it and they tie it and they tie it.
Yeah, and it looks like it is just a painful recovery.
Yeah, it looks
like one of the best surgeons I've seen, because I don't know why, but I follow like a few of these random surgeons on Instagram, and his work is so amazing. Like not only does he do like these surgeries, he also basically like gives you a 6-pack.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh my god! But the only thing is the guy's in Colombia, so I'm like, am I gonna go to Colombia?
I think I know this account.
So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you next time. You know, try to stay positive during this lockdown. It's not going to last forever. Yeah. Stay safe, stay safe, and we love y'all.
We love y'all. Bye. Stay safe.